first one says, "Hi, Dale. I love hosting Thanksgiving, but I find myself feeling very nostalgic and sad about it the last year or so. My extended family is approaching the time when I know our traditions will change and the next generation will start hosting. We'll have to establish new traditions, and my siblings and I will become the old folks instead of the generation that's in charge of things." Wow, I haven't heard this before. "How can I help the family make this coming transition and not feel so consumed with loss about it?"
This is an amazing question because it really speaks to so many of the generational issues that we have to pay attention to. And one of them has to do with loss, and one of them has to do with having control. How can I help things transition into the way I want them to continue the traditions that I've established, that I want? Sometimes when we have to give up our control, we are then leading the next generation to do what they would like to do. So we kind of take a back seat. But I think what she can do, if this is a woman, is to deal with the loss of it and say, you know, I have done so much, I have given so much to my family over the years. I have shared all these traditions, you know, and also shared the legacy of what I was taught and what I've gotten. And some of it is just going to happen. Because
you mean we should feel good about passing it on?
Feel good about what you have been able to do that the next generation wants to do it. That they don't want to say, oh, that's it for Thanksgiving, Mom's getting too old.
Well, you know,
whose house is it going to be
This happened with me when I first started making my own money and had Thanksgiving at my house. My mom was very upset about that.
Sure.
And she said, "Thanksgiving is at my house." Anyway, I talked to her about it, and my father and mother and all talked. And it was kind of upsetting, and I asked a therapist about it, and he said, "Your mother's not seeing this right. She should be proud that she's taught you how to do this and that you're passing it on."
But the thing is, and I agree with the therapist, and I agree that we also want to have the next generation take over, but there is this loss. There is this sense of, am I going to be in the background now? It's not in my house with my dishes, with all of my stories.
But you could still bring something,
You could, and that's what I was going to suggest, that we transition. We don't just cut it off. We transition and say, you know, these are the things we did at Mom's house, and now we're doing them at my house. These are the dishes that we use there. These are the recipes that we loved. And to pass that along and have everybody participate so that the person who is older isn't really feeling that they're relegated to the end of the line and that they're no longer important. These traditions are about making everybody feel important.
And bringing one of the dishes, right? One of the,
I think
the casseroles or the stuffing or something.
Absolutely.
That's
but
great.
to honor every generation and that everyone has something to contribute.
That's terrific. That's a wonderful question.